Okay, finally, I am online. Can I ever do, wait, okay, oh man. Can I ever do a live broadcast and have it run smoothly? Like the first time I did a live broadcast, I could not figure out for the life of me how to do it. And then when I did my second live broadcast, that's what this is called on the Google Hangout Live whatever. I could not figure out how to do it again. And I was like Googling, I'm like, oh my God, I told everybody I'd be online in like 5 minutes. I'm like, it's been like 20 minutes now. I'm like, Mom, how do I get online? And now this time I got it just fine. I'm like sitting in my room. I'm like, I'm gonna be online. I'm gonna be online at 8 o'clock and it's gonna be perfect. And then I lost internet connection. And then now I have two different videos, one that says live streaming online now, and now this one says streaming live now in parentheses this one. So if you guys went and you click the other video where I'm like, yeah, so I'm just waiting for people to get here because I don't have anybody online right now, I apologize because that video is not going to work for you. Only this one is going to work. So somebody could please go on my Facebook page and post this link to this chat on my Facebook page. I would appreciate that so much because for whatever reason, when I am on the Hangouts, maybe you guys haven't figured out how to do it yet. I don't know, but I have no idea how to get the link. So if you guys could take this link and post it on my Facebook page, I would appreciate it, and I'm going to straighten that out on Instagram as well. But if you guys would be so kind, if you are on my Instagram, which is Creative Boss, if you guys could say that it's on the Made You Look Twice channel. I already announced that, but I know if I go and I look at my Instagram, people are going to be like, oh my God, where is it? I can't find it because I thought I was on Made You Look, and I'm on Made You Look, and I don't see a video, Lex. So I know that people are going to be very confused. So if you guys could post that it's on Made You Look Twice as well, even though I already did, I would appreciate it. Okay, so I'm just gonna wait for, jeez, okay, I was gonna say, I'm just gonna wait for a couple more people to get here, but you know what, there are 80 people online, and it just went from 60 to 80, and like that. So the first thing that I'm going to do, actually, I started a Q&A video earlier today, which I still have to finish editing. I am halfway through editing that video. That video will be up tonight on Made You Look Twice, and there were tons of questions. There was like 300 questions, and I'm like, there's no, I mean, I would love to answer 300 questions, but there's no way I'm going to answer 300 questions in this video. People are going to be like, oh my God, this video is 2 hours long. Because I did that before with my last live chat. So I figured, you know what? If I'm going to be on live chat, I can sit on live chat and I can answer questions for as long as I want. YouTube gives me 8 hours. I don't think I'm going to be online for 8 hours, but you never know. So what I'm going to do is, because I didn't get to answer all the questions in my Q&A video, I do have questions on my phone that I have saved from people from earlier, and I'm going to go over those questions that were asked first, and then after that I'll let you guys know when I'm like skimming through Facebook or skimming through Instagram looking for like newer questions that you guys are asking me, or if you want to like chime into what I'm talking about and this and that. So let me check Instagram really quick to make sure that people are not confused. Because when you guys watch my Q&A video, I explain that Instagram is like an entirely different world. I don't know why people are so different on Instagram than they are on Facebook. Facebook seems like it's so much more like calm, I guess. And then Instagram has like the crazier people on it. I mean, personally, I favor Instagram over Facebook, especially right now because Facebook is really... Facebook is not even getting my posts out to people, so it's like, come on, Facebook, like I'm making these posts for a reason. So anyways, I favor Instagram over Facebook. So let me just make sure my Facebook or my Instagram people are not confused. Made You Look Twice channel, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. See, I knew that one person was gonna be like, I can't find it. That's okay. I couldn't even find how to put the live stream on. So, I mean, I understand. It's okay if you guys had trouble. You did not miss it. Adriana? I believe it's Adriana. It might be Adrian with a middle name in there, but I think it's Adriana. You did not miss it. I am online now, even though you actually, you know what? I'm going to let you know I'm online now right now. I'm going to let you know right now. I'm online now. Yay! Okay, so since I have almost 200 people here, I'm going to get started with the Facebook questions that were from earlier when I asked about the Q&A video questions. So the first question is from Annie, and Annie says she really wants the brushes, she really wants Mehron paint. Is there anything else that's going to be cheaper compared to Mehron face and body paint? Now, this is actually, even though this is asked by Annie M., there are a lot of people that ask me this question. Now, actually, I wanted to, oh, I have one right here. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys like what the actual paint looks like in their boxes. Oh my God. At least the Mehron Paradise paints, their boxes are impossible to open, so you guys are going to watch me destroy this box. This is why I have to open my fan mail like on an angle, because I can't open things to save my life. It never ever happens. My packages that I get, I cut into them. Like you'd think that I'm like Norman Bates, like stabbing this box and trying to get it open. It's terrible, terrible. Okay, so I want to show you guys. This is the size of, oh no, it's broken. Okay, so this is the size of the Mehron Paradise paints, and apparently my package was broken, which has never happened before. That's very strange. This is how thick they are, and this is also solid. That's it. There is nothing. This is completely solid. So when you take a spray bottle, I don't have one near me. When you take a spray bottle and you just wet it, I'm getting ahead of myself, guys. Just let me collect. When you guys spray this with a spray bottle, I use one spray from the spray bottle. I just kind of get the top wet, shiny looking. Anyways, this will last you multiple full bodies. I'm talking full bodies. Head to toe, front, back, full bodies. And this, I think it's, I don't know the exact price. I know that it's $12 to $14. It's something like that. So when you guys see this online and you guys are like, you know, this is $12 to $14, this is way too expensive, there has to be something cheaper out there. I guess it depends on what you view as expensive and how much you're going to be using this. Because if you guys are going to be using this, it's going to last you forever. Even with all the tutorials that I do on my channel, just this little guy too, like Mac also, I don't have that one either, of course. I should just get my stuff before I start live streaming. But anyways, Macs are significantly larger. But this little guy will last you multiple bodies. And when I say multiple bodies, I mean probably like, if I had to guesstimate, I'd probably say maybe like 5 or 6 full body paints from these containers. They will go a really, really, really long way. Now, when I say that these are not expensive, I say these are not expensive because these are going to last you a long time, especially if you are practicing. Remember, they are full bodies. So if you are just doing your face, you could do your face like tons of times. It's really worth the money to get the better paints than go to the party store. And now I'm not like knocking the party store paints. There are people out there that use them and know how to work with them. Me, personally, I started out, I had a couple party paints, you know, from like Party City, maybe not Party City, but like, you know, from party stores. And I used them and it completely burned my skin. Not burned as in I had a chemical burn that I could see it, but I could physically feel it burning. I was having a little bit of a reaction to it. And these are all water-based paints. The ones that you get from the party store are not going to be like water-based. They're kind of more like a grease paint type. I don't know how exactly to explain it because I don't know the exact ingredients in it, but I had problems with it. And not only that, it doesn't go on smooth. And a lot of times you guys are going to find them in tubes. I do not like tube paints at all for body paints. I like these hard ones that look like this. Pretty much all of them look like this. They're either round or they are like rectangles and they've got stripes on them. Those are the only paints that I really like for body painting. If you guys start off with a cheap body paint, like a couple dollars, you guys probably aren't gonna like it. And that's the problem, that is like, I don't want you guys to get the cheaper body paints and then be like, oh yeah, this is gonna be great, I'm gonna do all these tutorials, I'm gonna look like a monster, I'm gonna like scare my mom. Like, you know, you're not gonna do it because you're gonna get so aggravated with it. You're gonna want to stop. You're gonna look streaky. You're gonna be like, why is this not blending? Why isn't this working? Why? And then you're gonna be like, oh my God, I hate body painting. It's the worst thing in the world. I tried face painting. I hate it. I tried body painting. I hate it. And I don't want you guys to hate it because it's really not anything that you should hate. It takes practice, but it's not a frustrating level of difficulty if you guys use the right paints. So if you guys are just starting out, I would suggest that you get the primary colors in black and white, because you will be able to, I keep looking for my spray bottle like it's gonna magically appear out of like the water bottle fairies are gonna come and drop it down. But if you guys wet the paints, you'll be able to mix them together. And I also got a comment on my YouTube channel, and I answered it on my YouTube channel, but I thought that it was a good question, so I thought I'd bring it up while I'm on the subject. Someone asked me on my YouTube channel how to use the Paradise paints, or how to use water-based paints, any kind of water-based like cakes like this, and that they didn't want to mix them together, and they were too thick to scrape out of the package. You can't scrape them out of the package if you are mixing big colors. That's not something you guys are going to be doing if you're just starting out. Because they didn't want to mix the colors together. So you guys are logically thinking, you mix paints into another paint, oh my god, I've ruined that paint because I just mixed those two colors together. No. So basically, when you guys are mixing these two together, if you are mixing on the actual paint itself, all you have to do is wipe off the top layer and it's back to this again. So you guys are not going to ruin your paints if you mix them together. They're made to be like that, where you wet them and you can mix them and you can wipe them off and it's like no big deal. So that's how you use the paint. And basically, to sum up that question is, I wouldn't suggest getting cheaper paints. I would suggest starting off with the primaries, black and white, and using these paints right off the bat, because you guys are not going to like cheap paints. Trust me, they are a pain that you do not want to deal with. Georgia would like to know, would you ever do trips to the UK? I would love to come to the UK. I would love to fly to the UK. Maybe one day. I mean, like, I hope that I could travel the world one day, but, you know, right now, I don't think I'm coming to the UK, but I do hope to, hopefully, in the near future. Madison B says she has a weird but valid question. How do you remove the stains from your bathtub after body painting? Okay, the stains in the bathtub, they really should not stain your bathtub. It really shouldn't. The only thing that it might stain, well, it doesn't even stain, it just like leaves marks. Like if you guys have a shower liner, it will be like a total mess. If you guys are like whipping your hair around and everything and getting paint flying all over the place, like that one music video with Will Smith's kid where she's like, I whip my hair back and forth. I'm not going to sing for you guys because you guys don't want to hear me sing. But, you know, she's getting color everywhere. It's exactly what it's going to be like. Anyways, it shouldn't stick to your bathtub. If it does, you guys could just take like regular, any kind of bathtub sink cleaner and it should come right off. Like it should not give you any kind of problem if it's water-based paint. Tara Neal wants to know, what is the hardest part of being a diabetic? And I could totally say her name in the video, so hello, Tara. She wants to know what the hardest part of being a diabetic is. I would have to say the hardest part of being a diabetic is probably when, you know what, actually, I think the best way to answer this question is that the hardest part about being a diabetic is when people don't understand your symptoms. But you cannot expect other people to know what you are feeling if they are not diabetic. Like when I get a high blood sugar, I start to feel so foggy. Like I feel like a complete zombie. I start to feel very angry. And it's not that I'm angry at a person or I'm angry at a situation. I'm like angry that my blood sugar is high and I feel like a zombie and I can't think. The best way to explain it is kind of like if you imagine having, I read this somewhere, but it wasn't even about being diabetic, but I'm like, it totally relates. That like being a computer and having a ton of windows open at one time and trying to get all those to load and trying to look at all those and process all the information on all of those at one time. That's exactly what a high blood sugar feels like. And even if it's in the 200s or 500s, no matter what, you still get like that blurry type of feeling. So I kind of get a little bit snappy, and I don't mean to get snappy, but people don't necessarily understand I have a really high blood sugar, you know, this and that, especially because I always work through my symptoms. I always work through my numbers. My number could be 50. I'm like, give me an orange juice, hurry, because I'm dating somebody. My sugar could be 500. I'm like, give me some insulin, hurry, because I'm dating somebody. Like when I was over at, I don't know, some show, some trade show, there is a picture of me that my mom actually got, and I was really happy that she got this photo for you guys to see, actually. I was talking to somebody. I had my table up, and I was talking to somebody, listening to them, answering their question, and taking my insulin at the same time. So like I'm talking to this girl, and it's like behind the scenes, I'm like this, and I'm talking to her, and I'm like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. She had no idea I was taking my insulin at all, whatsoever at the time I was talking to her. And that's just kind of how I am with my diabetes. So it's like, yeah, I would say the hardest part is like people not understanding your symptoms and not understanding what it feels like. But you can't expect other people to understand what you feel like. Next question. See, isn't this better now? I'm a little bit organized, so I can actually go through questions, and I'm not like, yeah, let me find a question for like 20 minutes. Elizabeth wants to know, when I first started doing makeup, what were some of the products and tools that you used? I started off with, and I'm pretty sure I've answered this in my other Q&A videos, but just to briefly go over again, I started off with eyeshadows and eyeliners, and I would use those like body paints. I would put primer over my whole face. Sometimes I wouldn't even use primer because I'm like, primer, what's primer? Why do I need that? And I would just take the eyeshadows and I would literally just draw all over my face. I made myself green, okay? Like my whole body green to be the Hulk out of eyeshadows. So like, yeah, I was definitely a little bit crazy, you know, by trying to put all these like regular little cosmetics all over my whole body, like craziness. But yeah, that's what I started out with. I did not start off with body paint. I did not start off with the tools I had today. And I was still trying to create. That is one of the key things. Even if you guys cannot have all the tools that I have, does not mean that you cannot do it. It's just a matter of experimenting. Like the mad scientist. So God, I'm so excited for Halloween. You have no idea. Rebecca wants to know, I'm starting a cosmetology program similar to the one that you did next year. Do you think I could get a job as a makeup artist from the degree? I have a couple things to stem off of this. I've covered this in my last Q&A video, so I'm not going to make it huge, like I always make all my questions huge. With cosmetology, you don't get a degree, and I understand what you're saying, but just so other people know that it's not technically a degree, it is a license. It's a state license, and there is going to be different licensing in different states and different amount of hours that you have to go to school. For example, I went to cosmetology school, I think I did 1,700 hours, I'm pretty sure. And I know that Illinois is different from Arizona. So if I had less hours required in Arizona and I moved to Chicago, I would have to go back to school, make up those hours to get my Chicago license. So just keep that in mind if you are getting your cosmetology license, where you're going to school, what state you're going to school, if you're going to move, this and that. Just keep that in mind so you don't have to be going back to school and being like, this is ridiculous, I'm already done. Cosmetology is not for makeup. Cosmetology is for hair. Now, like I said, I am a licensed cosmetologist. I'm also a licensed esthetician. So I am licensed in hair care, and I'm also licensed in skin care. I did not go to school for makeup. Makeup is all just practice and drawing and painting and all those kinds of things. Will having a cosmetology license help you in the makeup world? Yes and no. Sometimes if you're being hired on set, they are going to want a makeup artist and a hairstylist all in one, be done with it, so they don't have to have multiple people on set and they don't have to hire multiple people. So yes, it can give you that advantage. There's also going to be places, probably like, I would assume that MAC in like Sephora, I don't know for sure, but I would assume that like counters and stuff like that wouldn't care if you could do hair because it's a makeup counter. So it's really depending on where you want to go with it. If you want to get into weddings and things like that, yeah, I would say cosmetology school is going to help you out. If you want to do body painting and stuff like I do, not so much, because you're creating your art on the full canvas. It's not so much focusing on the hair. Of course, that completes the look, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you need a cosmetology license to do that. So I forgot the question. The question is, do you think I can get a job as a makeup artist from that degree? No, because you don't need anything to become a makeup artist. You just have to have skills. You have to, you know, be personable, be able to talk to people, have knowledge, hopefully have knowledge on the cosmetics, because there are people that do hire that don't hire people with knowledge. And that really bothers me. But that's okay. It's beside the point. You don't need any kind of degree or license or schooling to be a makeup artist. But cosmetology school is still fun. Depends on what kind of person you are, but I think it's fun. Alrighty. Jordan wants to know, is Madeyewlook now your full-time job, or are you still a practicing esthetician? I don't know if I'm like screaming at you guys because I'm like talking like full voice, so if I'm screaming at you, I'm sorry. Yeah, Jordan wants to know if I'm still a practicing esthetician or if Madeyewlook is full-time. Madeyewlook is full-time, and okay, there's multiple ways I'm gonna answer this question. I'm not a practicing esthetician, but I do keep up with my education. I do go get my hours for my license, and I go way past my hours that are required for my license renewal because I like to do my education when it comes around. Different brands come around, like PCA will come around and have their seminars, so I'll go take the PCA seminar. Other things will come around, I'll go take the other seminars, just so I can keep up with my education, my product knowledge, applications, and general safety and new technology that's coming out in the esthetician world. Am I using it on clients at the moment? No. Will I be later in life? More than likely, because skincare is also a passion of mine. I don't know exactly, you know, I can't tell you right now where I'm going to be 20 years from now, but hopefully I will be able to incorporate my skincare in with my career at some point in my life, and I do enjoy it, and I do have my continued education. So the question was, is Madeyewlook full-time? Yes, Madeyewlook is full-time. I am obviously making videos on both of my channels, on Madeyewlook Twice, and then I also am running my own business with the brushes, the prints, the t-shirts, and things of that nature. There's a lot of things in the business side that you guys don't see yet, but you guys will be seeing more in 2015. It is so hard for me to stay quiet because I'm very like, look guys, look what's going on, oh my god, you guys, I'm like very spastic. So it's very hard for me to keep like quiet about like what's going to be happening in 2015, but I do have a lot of things planned for 2015 with the business. I do have new things that are going to be coming out in 2015. A lot goes in running a business and getting started and this and that. So please be patient with the Madeyewlook store online. I understand, I know it's been a little while since I've had brushes back in stock. They will be in stock next month. So yes, Madeyewlook is a full-time job. On the Madeyewlook channel, it takes me usually on average 6 to 7 hours. My phone buzzed and it freaked me out. On average, it takes me 6 to 7 hours to film, edit, and get it exported and uploaded onto YouTube for the Madeyewlook channel. So when I am making Madeyewlook videos, it is taking me the entire day, which is always why it's uploaded at like midnight, because I'm starting in the morning and then I'm filming, I edit, I upload, export, all in one day. Most people on YouTube do not do that. Most people on YouTube, from what I've noticed from talking to them, they will film one day, edit another day, upload another day. Like, I'm not like that. Like, that's too many days. Too many days, I feel like I need to do new characters. I would get so bored with it if I dragged it on 3 days. Sometimes I have to if I'm not feeling well, this and that. It's understandable. And then the Madeyewlook Twice channel, I am uploading more. Obviously, I'm on it right now. Now that I am done traveling and doing trade shows for right now, I'm able to get back into my channels. My channels. Oh god, I can't wait for Halloween. Ah! This was an interesting question. Maya wants to know, how do you feel about the artwork? Now, this is a little bit of a confusing question. How do you feel about the artwork that people create based on your body paintings? Are you proud or is it embarrassing? I thought that was an interesting question because I thought it was interesting like how she worded it. I wouldn't say it's embarrassing like ever, because it's, you know, it's fun. It's a proud, let me put my phone down so I don't drop it again. It's a proud thing. Like, I make tutorials online. Actually, you know what, this is a great time for me to clarify this kind of stuff. I make tutorials online for people to redo and enjoy and learn and become these characters and be able to go out or go to events and this and that and have fun. Like, that's what tutorials are meant for. Tutorials are meant for people to redo and for people to enjoy and have fun with and learn. And seeing my stuff redone doesn't bother me. There is no reason that it should bother me because they're tutorials for a reason. Now, the only thing that does, like, I wouldn't say it like, oh my god, I'm on a rant right now. Nobody talk to me because I'm just on a rant. I would not say that I am like that. at all. But something that does kind of bother me is if I make a tutorial that let's say the tutorial is really cool. So let's just say it's like the coolest thing. No, I'm just kidding. But let's say it is a cooler tutorial and someone redoes the look, enters it in a contest for $5,000. And it's kind of like, well, it's not really fair to the competitors that you followed a tutorial that already existed. It's not really fair to the artist that you redid a tutorial that was made and entered it into a competition. So it's kind of like things like that are not really what tutorials are meant for. Am I mad at the people who do that? No, I'm not mad at them, but it still is kind of like the bro code. It's kind of like the artist code in a way, shape, or form. But no, I have no problem with people recreating my stuff, having fun, enjoying, learning. And if it's like a contest, like that was an example of like thousands of dollars contest. If you guys are going to school, if you guys are going to middle school, and you're like, guess what, Lex? Oh my God, I won the Halloween trophy. I'm like, yeah! You know, like that's exciting. That's fun. Like, you know what I mean? I think you guys understand what I'm saying. But yeah, there's things that tutorials are meant for, and then there's other things that's just kind of like, come on. Come on. I've been in competitions where other people have redone tutorials of mine. And I was in the competition. So it's like, what? And then not only that, if you guys are entering competitions and you guys are doing things like that, if you guys want to learn from YouTube tutorials, take those techniques and make it into your own character. Learn how to blend, learn how to use colors together, like, oh yeah, I like this element, that one, that one, that one, that one. Put them together in your own thing. You know, make it your own character. If you guys are entering competitions, or if you guys are saying, oh yeah, I totally thought of this right out of my head, make sure you guys make sure you guys thunk of that right out of your head. No, but seriously though, make sure you guys aren't lying online, because like that's just kind of a bummer. Like that's really the end of it. That's the extent of it, is it's a bummer. And I do see some people online that like will freak out if somebody like redoes their tutorial that they made as a tutorial. And it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me, because tutorials are meant to be redone. So I hope that answers your question. Honestly, by the time I'm done answering these questions, I don't remember the question at all, because I just get on like this whole subject of it. It's like you guys give me subjects, not even questions, subjects. Kara wants to know, how did I push past the fear of failing? I've never had a fear of failing. I have never had a fear of failing. I don't think ever. And it's not that I'm that confident that I didn't feel like I was ever going to fail in my life. It's just that failures I don't really look at as like, oh my God, I failed. Yes, I like hashtag fail all the time, but it's not actually a failure. Every time you fail at something, there's something to be learned. You guys can look at it and be like, all right, I didn't like the way that zombie turned out. Why didn't I like the way that zombie turned out? Well, this look doesn't work with my bone structure. It's like there's always something to be learned from mistakes, and if you don't fail and you don't make mistakes, you're not going to learn. If you are perfect every single time, I mean, that'd be kind of cool, but I mean, like, it's not realistic. So I've never been afraid to fail, ever, really. Because I don't know, I just feel like life is not always about winning, you know? But like when I saw this question earlier, I was thinking about it for a little bit today. And like when I'm like in the world, I want people to really remember that I made a change in the diabetic community, that I brought out to light that diabetes is not caused from eating too much sugar, and that to get awareness out there so people at least know what it is. I also want to be able to have a major take in ending bullying, or at least getting it back to like, you know, oh, he took my crayon, you know, like at least get it back to normal, what actually is bullying, not the harassment and the like physical violence that is today. That's absolutely insane, like little criminals running around. I hope to, you know, end that. I mean, I would like to end bullying altogether, but, you know, I'd rather have it be like, I don't like your face, than have it be like someone vandalizing someone else's car. Like, what is wrong with you people? So those are two major things that I want to leave behind, as well as obviously my artwork, and I hope to inspire future artists, younger artists, older artists, all kinds of artists. I hope to make an impact on the world and changing it to a better place, and then also in the art world. I'm like trying not to move this arm because I somehow magically like injured my chest right here, and it's really hurting me to move my arms around. We think the injury may have happened when I was playing arcade basketball, but we won't discuss that. Janine wants to know if did you ever ride a horse? Why did I have so much trouble reading that? Did I ever ride a horse? I used to take horseback riding when I was a kid, but other than that, not since I was older. And then we have one more from Facebook from earlier, and then I am going to be going on my Facebook and taking some extra questions in a minute, that you guys, like, new questions are asking right now, or hi, and this and that. Okay, so last one, Meg wants to know, since I'm such a big Blackhawks fan, who do I like to see the Blackhawks play? I like all of the Canada teams that the Blackhawks can play, the Red Wings, and then also the Kings. We will not discuss the Kings this year, but those are my favorite teams for them to play because it's always very, very intense. Even though like all the Canada teams, like you guys are mean, you guys are rough, but I mean it makes for a good game. And I don't want my Blackhawks hurt though, so you better watch out, Canada. If you're hurting my Blackhawks, you're gonna have one very upset Lex. Yep. That's true. All right, so now begin the awkward silence as I look for questions on my Facebook page. And I am going to be taking my questions from the post that is pinned to the top of the page that says live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, youtube.com/Madeyewlook, and it should say Madeyewlook twice. Okay. Ha 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 ha. I seriously cannot wait for Halloween. Okay, I can't talk and look at the same time. Jasmine, will you be coming to England anytime in the near future? I hope so. Probably not, but I hope so. Okay, let's go a little bit more recent because that was 4 hours ago. Actually, I'm going to start from the bottom and go the way up. Hey, Lex. Hey, Michelle. Have you ever thought about doing tattoos? I have thought about doing tattoos in the past, but I'm not too sure how I feel about permanently putting my art on somebody else's body. I've drawn tattoos for like my friends and stuff like that, and they've gotten their tattoos done, but as far as doing them, I'm interested, but it's not something I'm probably going to do because there's also like shading is different. It's a lot harder. It'd be like teaching myself a new art form like from the very beginning. So who knows? Maybe when I'm like 60 years old and I'm like wrinkly and I've got like my cane and my big glasses, maybe I'll tattoo people then. And people might not want to come to me because I've got these big glasses. Oh God, I'm crazy. If you were to do an Attack on Titan theme makeup, what would it be from Cassie? I don't know because I really don't know anything about Attack on Titan. All I know is that everyone's been requesting it like crazy and that it is one of my options on my website to vote for. And it's pretty up there in votes right now, so if it keeps getting votes like it is, it's going to be 2 tutorials from now as of right now. Shannon Edwards wants a shout out. Hello, Shannon. Oh, you know what? Okay. Oh, man. Do I have this in my phone? I had a question from earlier. Oh, also, Kaylee wants to know, how do I raise one eyebrow? Perfect. Question answered. I just realized I had more questions in my phone, so I'm going to go through a couple more. She also, no, someone else. Sam wants to know if I'd ever consider doing a collab with someone who is not well known on YouTube. I really don't do collabs. Now, the reason that I don't really do collabs is because I normally wake up in the morning and I figure out what I'm going to film right then and there. I'm not I mean, I can do collabs, but I'm not the best collaborator with to be with because I really spur of the moment, and when I have too long to think about things, then I'm like over it. I don't want to do it. So I mean, I guess that's kind of like a weird answer. And then not only that, like I don't always necessarily have time to meet those deadlines. Things will come up in life, and I'll be like, oh man, I can't get this done by this deadline, you know, for this and that. Just for collaborations, it's a lot of pressure on me when I already have due dates for other things, and I like to do my YouTube channel to relax, so collaborations might not be the most fun for me. But no, I would not have any problem doing a collaboration with somebody, if I did a collaboration, to do a collaboration with somebody who had less numbers than I do, because what does it matter? We all start somewhere. I started from 0. I know I got a question in here somewhere asking me, you know, how old I was when I started YouTube and how many subscribers did I have? 0. You start off with 0. You don't have any. And then I had 8,000 subscribers for over a year. And then I just really started to grow because you guys were supporting me and, you know, my art and showing your friends, and that really helps me out when you guys like show your friends and show your family, and I really appreciate that kind of stuff. But everybody starts off with 0. Okay, so the question, I'm trying to find the question. Jasmine wants to know if I will plan on doing the Face Awards again, the next Face Awards that are going on right now. I may enter the next Face Awards again in the future. This year, I wanted to not do it, so that way other people can get a chance. I didn't think it would really be, not that it wouldn't be fair, but I did want to give people the other opportunity to enter and experience the Face Awards. But as the Face Awards evolves, I may be entering again. There is a possibility. If they did a like return of the people, I would definitely be one of the people that are returning of the people. Okay, so this is the question I was trying to find. Rona wants to know, how do you ask to body paint someone without being like, can I paint your body? Literally just say, hey, I'm a body painter. This is some of my work that I do. I'm just, or if you're just starting out, be like, I'm just starting out. Show them examples off the internet and be like, you know, I'm trying to get into this. Like, if you feel comfortable with it, would you be okay with me painting your face? Would you be okay with me painting your face and chest? Would you be okay with me painting your face, chest, and arms? You know, you can ease into it if people are not comfortable with it, or you can have more of a bathing suit and you don't have to paint those areas. So that was the question I was trying to find. Back to Facebook. Let me refresh the page. I love live chats. I wish you guys could talk live back to me. This is kind of weird when I talk to myself. Oh, yes, look at this, look at this, look at all these questions. Oh my God, it's like you guys are like pouring in questions. This is great. Okay, now I gotta go. Oh my God, I'm making my chest hurt. I hope this wears off. Like I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did, but like I like pulled a muscle right up here, and it's like when I'm like talking like I normally do, it's hurting because I'm crazy. It's all right though. Timmy says, hey Lex, I was wondering, you said face scrubs are not good for your skin. What about made for daily use? No. I didn't say that face scrubs aren't good for your skin. They're not good when you use them like a zillion times a day. There are some face scrubs that are not good for your skin, and they're like way too rough. Now it's hard to say which ones are good, which ones are bad, blah, 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 because there's so many of them. But the scrubs, it's hard to say without saying a brand as well. These scrubs are okay for your face, but you're only supposed to use them a couple times a week. If you're using a face scrub every single day, and it is a scrub and it has like little beads or little crystals, and you're using it every single day on your face, it might be a little rough because you should not be doing a scrub every day. I would say no more than 2-3 times a week if you're going to be using a scrub, because scrubs are creating little cuts all over your face, and that's what the exfoliation is. You don't want to do that every single day. Your face needs time to little cut, heal, little cut, heal. So yeah, you don't want to keep cutting into your face. Will you be doing any meetups in the future, specifically Chicago? At the moment, I can't think of my like schedule, but I will be having a meetup in Chicago, probably a little bit more towards Halloween, possibly in September, but I definitely will be having a meet and greet in Chicago around that time. I don't know exactly where yet, but I'm thinking that Woodfield Mall would probably be a good area to have it because it's kind of centralized around, you know, all the suburbs and everything. Like, it's kind of, I feel like that's the most in the middle of things for people to get to. So if I do have a meetup in Chicago, it would more than likely be at Woodfield. So we'll see. Hannah says, thank you for making the live stream. Thank you for watching. The question is, what would I say to an aspiring makeup artist that feels like they are not good enough? There's no reason in the world for you to feel like you're not good enough. Like, there's no reason in the world. Art isn't, it's art. It's art. You know, everybody's going to do things differently. So if you're comparing yourself to other people, like, okay, there are some people in the world that'll be like, I want to be just like this person, I want to be just like that person, blah, 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 blah. That's awesome to have people that you want to look up to, but don't ever be like, I want to be them, because then you're like setting standards for yourself that you're not going to meet. And it's not that you can't be as good as somebody else. You can't be somebody else. You can't think the way somebody else does. You cannot be another person. So just if you're feeling like discouraged or like you're not good enough, give yourself some time. Practice, figure out your style, figure out what you like. Everything takes time. You know, nothing happens overnight. There's no reason in the world you should feel like you are not good enough. And if you're basing that off of other people's opinions, saying that you're not good enough, get those people out of your life, because you do not need that negativity. Seriously. Believe in yourself and practice, and you will be just fine. Why isn't my mouse? My mouse isn't working! Oh, I got it. Frida wants to know if I'm thinking about doing a how to become a man or woman tutorial. I'd have to get a guy to turn into a female, because I can't really, it'd be difficult to be a female turning myself into a male, turning myself into a female. But I might do how to make yourself look more masculine for females this upcoming Halloween. That is a big possibility for a tutorial, actually. Actually, you know what? I think I might add that to my list. Let me write that down. Are you going to Florida anytime soon? Man, that's how I did that. Man, an eyeliner. Are you going to be in Florida anytime soon? Julie wants to know. I am not going to be in Florida anytime soon, that I know of, but more than likely I will be in Florida next year. If anything changes, I do have a section on my website on Madeyewlook.com under events where you guys can see where I'm going to be traveling to, what shows I'm going to be at, this and that. They are constantly being added on, so if you guys want to check, if you're curious, like, it's been a month, I wonder if Flex is coming. You guys can always check on the website. Oh my God. Jasmine wants to know where I get all of my body paints. I get asked this question so often. So often. All of the products are listed below the video on YouTube. And if it says Mayron Paradise Paint, MAC Chroma Cakes, Urban Decay, blah, 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 you guys can go to Mayron.com, UrbanDecay.com, MACCosmetics.com, and you guys can look at the products from there. Also, on websites, they do have store locators. So, like, certain things like the Urban Decay Eye Primer. I usually get that over at Sephora. I think Ulta carries it as well. But there's certain places that I will get things at Sephora. But if you cannot find them at Ulta or Sephora, I just order them online. Because there are a lot of places that do not, actually, I don't know any places that carry body paints that I use. So I order it all online. And you guys could always type it into Google, and it should pull up the first website. I don't really order off of, like, Amazon or anything like that. I've never used any of those kind of websites, so I always get them directly from the website of the product itself, unless I'm getting at Sephora or Ulta. Haley says, any advice for getting better at doing makeup and body painting? Practice, 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 practice. Shout out to Melanie and her boyfriend, who are both watching right now. Hello, Melanie and her boyfriend. I don't know the boyfriend's name, but hello, boyfriend. Allison wants me to ignore her Game of Thrones name and say hello. Hello, Allison. Dana wants to know how to become so confident. You know what? The funniest advice to become confident: don't care what anybody else thinks of you. That's honestly the key to confidence. Don't care what anybody else thinks of you. For example, on my channel, I always get like comments, not always, I don't get a ton of them, but I do get a few comments. I'd say probably like 10, which is not a lot. Comments saying that I sound like a guy, that I make my voice deeper, that I mess with my voice, that I talk weird, or that my voice is ugly, or that I have such a pretty face and my voice is just so ugly, and like this and that. What do I care what other people think about my voice, especially if they don't like it? And not only that, for those of you guys who've met me in person, you guys know this is how I talk, and that's the end of it. The only difference between this live chat and my regular filming is that I don't have a regular mic. I'm using my computer's mic. And then I also cannot like speak fully right now because I hurt myself. That's it. That's the only difference. I do not alter my voice. But as far as confidence goes, if you lacked that confidence that you are comfortable with, if I didn't like my voice, if I was like, oh my God, I have to start talking like this because we're doing makeup tutorials and we're doing them on YouTube. I can alter my voice like this if I wanted to. If I really didn't feel confident enough in my own self that I felt like I had to blend in, I can absolutely talk like this. But it would aggravate me. It would take me way too long because it's not me. So it's kind of like it's better to put yourself out there as who you are and be proud of who you are. There's no point in trying to change into somebody else, or because somebody says they don't like something about you or somebody picks on you. Who cares? Who cares? Because you know what? You're going home wishing that you were thinner, or you had a different color hair, or your voice wasn't deeper than most females, or you whatever. Those people that were bullying you or saying stuff like that, they're not going home like, you know what? They're discussing at the dinner table, eating their corn. I just wish that Lex had a nicer voice. I just wish that. They're not doing that. They're not doing that. So why are you gonna go home because somebody else is saying negative things to you, or if you're home and you're reading things on the internet and they're saying negative things to you, why are you gonna be up all night like, I wish I was different? Just embrace who you are. That's it. Like, you don't have to be overconfident. Just love yourself, and everything else kind of goes along with it. I hope that answers your question. You're probably like, okay, so in order to be confident, you have to be crazy. Great, I love it. Emily wants to know, what is your favorite animal? A chinchilla? Duh! No, a chinchilla's in the other room, and she's probably sleeping right now, so I can't go wake her, and she's very difficult to get out of her chin mansion because she likes to stay in there because she's an introvert. Carly wants to know, what is my favorite thing about being a YouTuber? My favorite thing is being able to reach out to so many people. I mean, even if I can only reach out to a couple people, it's overall cool. It's overall cool because so many years of my life, I had my peers and my schoolmates? That's not a word. I had people in my school telling me, oh, that's stupid, what you do is stupid, it's dumb, blah, 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 blah. And it's kind of like, all right, fine, and at the time it was making me really upset that, people were harassing me, people were giving me a really hard time about my life and who I am. And I didn't have as much confidence back then. I mean, I've always been a confident person, but, eventually it wears down when you have a lot of people attacking you and you're just kind of, maybe not lacking confidence, more of over it. You're just over it. So being on YouTube and doing the things that I love and putting it out there and having other people love it too, it's like, oh my God, did we just become best friends? Because I think that we did. All 600,000 of you, did we just become best friends right now? It's totally, I love YouTube. I love it. Even if I had a few subscribers, finding people that have common interests that you have is one of the coolest things ever, because you might not always find those kinds of people around you. Like, I'm not, where I live going out like, hey, do you love body painting? Because I love body painting. You know, they'll be like, this girl's weird. I think we should get a restraining order. What's your name? You know, and so it's like you can't really find people to talk to all the time. And it's nice to have people that have a common interest. And I love YouTube. I love it. And most people on YouTube are pretty cool. At least the ones that I talk to, they're pretty cool. And it's nice to kind of make online friends because when we do meet up at conventions, it's almost like we've known each other forever, you know? So it's cool. Let me refresh my page because it doesn't refresh automatically and you guys are commenting. I just saw a question of how I feel about hedgehogs. Okay, hedgehogs are really cute, but they smell so bad. I brought home a hedgehog before, and I ended up giving it to one of my friends, not because I didn't want it, but because like I wasn't really thinking, and I kind of like impulse bought hedgehogs. I thought it was really cute, and that wasn't very nice of me because I did not necessarily have time to like pay attention to him. And my friend was like, "Oh my God, I really want him," so I'm like, all right, so I ended up giving my friend my hedgehog, but I did have one for a very, very short period of time just because I thought they were cute. But just keep in mind that they smell and that they can be a little mean. At least mine was. It didn't like me. I liked it. It didn't like me. Canyon says they just came home from a marine biology camp on the East Coast. That is very cool. And you have an uneven tan, a farmer's tan. Is there any way to even it out? Honestly, I have no idea. I have no idea. I just wanted to say that your marine biology camp, that is so cool. And I hope you got to like work with like dolphins or something. That's awesome. I don't really like dolphins. I don't know why you even said dolphins. Okay, sea turtles. Those are my thing. Sea turtles, and then sea lions. God, I love sea lions. They're so cute. If you guys are repeating your questions like over and over and over again, it's marking you guys as spam. So I'm not able to see those questions. I'm just seeing a bunch of little dots. So please make sure you're not repeating your questions because I cannot see them because they are marked as spam. But I do know those dots are spam. Hello to Julie and Amy. Will you do more Q&A live streams, and how often would you like to do them? From Kayla. I like doing live streams. The problem is that I get winded, especially right now because I'm like answering all the questions. Oh my God, we gotta answer every single person on here. And I will also get stuck on a live stream for like 2 hours. So I do enjoy doing live streams. I will try to do more of them if you guys enjoy live streams. Cool, because I enjoy live streams. So I will try to do some more. Kat says she's a voice very similar to me. Thanks, Kat. Woohoo! Sound like guys. High five. According to the internet. Hello to Danny Sams. I'm glad that I inspired you to do makeup. That is absolutely amazing. Kat also wants to know if my brushes are better for painting or everyday use. I use my brushes for both things. Yeah, I use my brushes for both things. I wouldn't say it's really better for one or the other because I use it for both. So that's kind of my opinion on them. I use them for everything. Hello, Kate from Canada. Thank you for watching. Wait till your phone dies. You guys are able to see this on your phone? Because before you guys weren't able to see this on your phone. I hope that was a Google update. Aaron wants to know when the brush sets will be coming back. They should be coming back next month. They better be coming back next month. I have a plan for them to be coming back next month, so this should be back in stock next month. Thanks, Rebecca, for thinking that my makeup looks banging today. I appreciate it. Hello to Addie, and also hello to your brother. I don't know if your brother is watching right now, but also hello to him. But she says, I mean, I'm the bigger fan. All right, you're the bigger fan than your brother. Hello to Bianca from Brazil. Thank you for tuning in. I don't understand this question. From Daniel, what do I think about Vocaloid craze? I don't know what a Vocaloid is. Says because virtual singers are boss. Is a Vocaloid is a Vocaloid a virtual singer? I understand. But it says Lady Gaga's art rave, and you know what? I love Lady Gaga. So the answer to that question is I love Lady Gaga. I was trying so hard to answer. I'm like, I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna figure this out. It didn't happen for me, but I love Lady Gaga. I do like dance music. I like electronic music. I do like dubstep. So I don't know if that answers your question, but I think that's along the lines of something that you were asking. Foundation for pale girls. Naked Foundation, 0.5. It doesn't get any lower than Naked Foundation 0.5. That is the lowest foundation. I have Naked Foundation 1 on right now. Yeah, it gets paler than this. Yeah, it does. But it's amazing. And it's not heavy at all. Oh my god, why does my mouse keep dying? Luis or Louis? I don't know which way to say your name, because I've had a Luis and then I've also had a Louis. But anyways, he wants to know, how do I take on haters? Haters? Okay, I don't like the phrase, but haters gonna hate. And that's the end of it. I don't expect everybody, to be like, I don't know, I don't really mind them, I guess. Because it's just like, the only thing that I wish about, like, haters is that more people had the sense of, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. Because what did you just gain for hating on somebody? Nothing. Nobody gained anything. The only thing you did was try to bring somebody else down. I don't care. And you just wasted your time. Pretty much leaving a negative comment because I don't care. Unless it's like constructive criticism like, hey, you know what? I think I would have liked to see this in this color. Hey, you know what? I think it would look cool if you did this, 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 and this. And then it's like, cool, thank you for your input. I mean, like, if it's actual criticism, that's not criticism, it's just like negativity and hate, I don't care. That's it. I just don't care. Because there's going to be people that are going to hate, and that's just what they want to do. Sometimes when I read hateful comments, it depends on what it is and where it is. But sometimes when I read hateful comments, you can kind of tell that they're just having a bad day or that they have something going on in their life. So sometimes I will comment back and let them know that they are beautiful. Like sometimes people, if I'll get a comment, they'll be like, God, you're just so ugly. And I'll be like, that's kind of really sad because, I'm looking at your profile picture and you're absolutely beautiful. And, it's really sad that you would take the time to call somebody else ugly. And then sometimes they'll reply back and be like, you know what, I was having such a bad day. And, you just changed my day and thank you for not, responding in a bad way. And it's like, hey, yeah, no problem. We all have bad days. So sometimes haters gonna hate. Sometimes people are just really, really crabby. There are so many comments from Canadians. There are a lot of comments from Canadians, aren't there? That's okay though, because I want to come to Canada someday. Oh, I am going to be coming to Canada. That hurt. Oh my god. I am going to be coming to Canada. I totally forgot that I was coming to Canada. I'm coming to Canada for the Bates Motel thing, but I don't have a date for that yet. Because I know I'll be getting questions on that too. Like, have I been to Canada yet? No. I will let you guys know when I'm there. Even if I can't do a meetup, which I'm really hoping that I can, I'm going to try to. I'm going to do my best to. But if I can't, for some reason, I'll still let you guys know when I'm there in case we happen to run into each other, all of you, at one time, in one spot. Never know. It's possible. Have you ever dyed your hair? Julie wants to know. No, I have never dyed my... nope, I take that back. I have put black on the tips of my hair, like that much of it. That's it. But other than that, I cut it off like a couple weeks later because I did not like it. And other than that, no, I've never dyed my hair. My hair is naturally red. It always has been naturally red. A Vocaloid is a virtual singer. Thank you, Daniel. Yes, I support virtual singers. Got it. Cool. Thank you. Hello to Danny, who says, notice me, senpai. What is a senpai? Like, a couple people have been calling me that, and I don't know what that is. Look at me being so confused over your guys' comments. I love it. But you know what? That's just like I was saying the other day. It's really crazy because a lot of people actually comment in different languages, and I'm like, I don't know what you guys are saying, but now that I've gotten so many comments of like different languages and kind of saying similar things, it's almost like I can actually read other languages. I can't respond and I can't like write back, or I wouldn't be able to speak it, but I'm able to actually understand what you guys are saying in other languages. So I think that's really, really, really cool. And now I'm about to learn what a senpai is, hopefully. If I'm even saying it right, people are going to be like, no, Lex, that's not how you say that. Marco wants to know what my daily schedule is like and what my favorite video game is. My favorite video game is Alice Madness Returns on Xbox. It is the most amazing game I've ever played in my life. What is my schedule like on a daily basis? I don't do like get ready with me tutorials. I might in the future, who knows, but it's just kind of like, you guys really want to watch me roll out of bed and brush my teeth and do my daily things. Maybe I'll do, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. You guys are going to be like, man, Lex is really not entertaining through the day. My normal day usually is like, I wake up, I go eat, I figure out what I'm going to be doing on my YouTube channel. I either film, look at my business, read comments, answer my emails every day, emails that are in the right email, go through business emails, go through everything, pretty much. That's basically my day. My fun days are my filming days. Ha ha ha. I love to be different characters. I love to film. So filming days are good days. Filming days I start around like noon, and then I'll do my makeup look, which normally takes me about 3 hours if I'm doing it on the Madeyewlook channel. Sometimes it'll take me like an hour, but when I'm doing more of like the more intricate kind of things that I'm going to be doing now that I have returned from traveling and everything, those usually take me about 3 hours, and those are the best ones. Those are the best ones. They're so much fun to do. And then I will go eat after that, because by that time it's usually it's approaching dinner time. I normally eat dinner pretty early. And then I will come back, I will edit my photos, which I really just throw a watermark on those, so those aren't hard to edit. Post them up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, post them on all my social media, and then I will finish up editing. I will export it. While I'm exporting, I will go talk to you guys, because I like to talk to you guys. And then once it's exported, upload it onto YouTube. If YouTube's giving me problems, it'll take me like an hour to upload. That's my day. That's my entire day, because at that point, it is like 1 in the morning. Actually, no. It's normally about midnight, and then I stay up and I answer comments, usually till 1 or 2 in the morning. Hello, April, and she wants to know dogs or cats. I am definitely a dog person. I don't think that cats like me too much. Cats, I feel like I need to stop taking deep breaths, because like, cats, I feel like when I'm looking at them and they're looking at me, I feel like they're trying to suck my soul out of my body. Like, I feel like cats are like, I can't even, like, I don't even know how to describe them. Like, I can't, when a cat is staring at me, I can't stop staring at it. And I feel like it, like, possesses me. It's creepy. Like, I don't know if I like cats. I gotta get real close, hold on. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna say your name wrong. I'm gonna go with Diase, D-I-A-S-E. I'm so sorry if I just slaughtered your name, because I feel like I might have, and I do this every time I do a live chat. I always slaughter at least one person's name, but thank you that I am inspiring, and she wants me to give her a shout out, which I just did, hopefully, and she wants me to do an utada. So my utada today is my Spy Tat from Hot Topic. This is an American Fighter shirt from Buckle, and this is actually a guy's shirt. This is not even a female shirt, but they're super comfortable, and they do not make female shirts. I mean, they do, but not really. And then I have my sweatpants on that I have makeup all over because I was filming earlier, and that's it. This is my utada, and I have no shoes on. So, oh, I'm coming back to you guys. Hold on. Oh, God. Oh, man, that was painful. I don't know why I just did that. So, yes, that is my utada. My utada. Clean the house or watch Lex talk online for hours. Jocelyn, I think you should stay here. Because cleaning the house can wait. It can wait. What is your favorite food to eat from my Lowe's? Oh, man. I don't know. The whole kitchen. When I'm low, I used to eat cereal a lot, but now I pretty much just like to drink my Coke or my orange juice and be done. Like, if I have to eat, I will eat, like, a meal afterwards. But, yeah, I don't like to snack in general. So when I am low, I'm like, ugh, why? Just like in my video, I don't want Fruit Loops, I just want to sleep. It's totally me. I am going, shout out to Catherine from Canada, and I'm going to go over to Instagram now because I have been on Facebook for a long time answering comments. So people on Instagram are probably like, oh God, please. Let me scroll. Melmo22 wants to know how you get more subscribers. She only has 6 subscribers, but she wants so many more. Don't focus on the amount of subscribers that you have. Like, if you have six subscribers, those people are enjoying watching you do whatever you do on YouTube. You know, they're enjoying your videos. Don't be stressed out over the amount of subscribers that you have. Even if you have a small audience, that small audience is appreciating what you do. And that's like the coolest thing in the world. You know, I don't have a million. I want a million. But I'm not going to stress myself out because I don't have a million. You know, just go with the flow, enjoy what you do, and everything takes time. Everything takes time. I never thought I was going to get this many subscribers ever in my life. Did I ever think I was going to get this many subscribers that I have right now? I am so thankful that all you guys are here. Even 500 of you watching my live stream right now is like super cool, you know, but everything takes time, and just appreciate the people that you do have that support you right now. Royal Reggie wants to know my worst esthetician experience. Oh, God, guys. All right, a couple of stories. So when I was in school, we were doing photofacials, and one girl in my class decided a photofacial is a laser, by the way, a laser. Laser, like, think about Buzz Lightyear shooting a laser out of his wrist. Yeah, a laser, a real laser. We were working with photofacials, which are lasers, and she decided that she was going to turn it up to the highest setting because she was there that day, and we were doing it for free. And if we're doing it for free, you might as well go big or go home, right? Wrong, lady. It's a laser. It's a laser. So anyways, I have gotten photofacials done to my skin before. So while I have not been able to do them before, I've had experience with them. So I'm like, you don't want to do that. You don't want to turn that up all the way. But she's like, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. All right, fine. Next day, bruises all over. She had burn marks because she turned the laser up all the way. So that was not my experience, but that was me witnessing a terrible decision. And then I've also gone to different aesthetics establishments, and I've asked them about photofacials, and they said, oh, we just turn it up all the way because you're here, right? No, because you're going to burn somebody. Like, so that is the biggest thing that I've run into with aesthetic experiences of people not knowing how to do a laser, and that's bad. My God, it freaks me out. Maddie Moo wants to know how I will react to 1 million subscribers because she knows that it'll happen. Aw, thanks. That's so sweet. You know what? Getting 1 million subscribers, I've thought about this. Like, it's kind of like you sit there and you daydream a little bit, and I've thought about it, and I'm like, I think when I get 1 million, I think I'm gonna cry. And I'm not like this huge crier or anything, but I really think so, because like I'm not gonna get emotional right now, but like looking back like on people, and I've always had my family's support, like my household, I've always had their support, but a lot of other people in my life that I've run into were like, they thought that what I did was stupid, and that I wasn't gonna make a difference in the world, I wasn't gonna make a change, and that I was just going to be like everybody else, and I was nothing. And it's kind of like when I reach 1 million, it's going to be like, oh my God, like I'm showing 1 million people that they can do this. I'm showing 1 million people that they can do what they want, that they can make their dreams come true. And it's just going to be crazy. I mean, I think about that even now, you know, that I have almost 600,000 people on my YouTube channel. I'm reaching out to that many people. I'm reaching out to all these kids, all these teenagers, and telling them they can be who they are. It doesn't matter what other people think of you. If you want to be a turtle, you can be a turtle. You know, it's the coolest thing in the world. And reaching out to more and more people, just it inspires me even more to inspire you guys. And when you guys are inspired, I'm inspired. So it's just like, it's this whole, I always tell my mom, full circle. My life comes in a full circle. So that's how I feel about reaching 1 million subscribers, is that I'm trying to give back to the world, and the world is giving back to me by supporting me, supporting you. So that is a very complicated way to explain it, but I think that I will be crying because it will be a very emotional number. What can you use if you can't afford MAC, NYX, etc. makeup products? And this is from Angie Pangie 219. I would suggest BH Cosmetics because they come in 120 palettes. 120? I think it's 120. I'm 90% sure it's 120. Oh, yes, it is. I got paint all over this, but yeah, it's 120 eyeshadow palette, and they come in different editions. My personal favorite is the first edition, but they have so many colors in there that really, the only difference is between these and like a more expensive brand is kind of how it applies. BH Cosmetics, you have to pack it on a little bit more, but they still are very vibrant as long as you invest in like an Urban Decay primer potion or a really good primer, then you'll be really happy with the BH Cosmetics eyeshadows. And I definitely suggest that for people who are like just starting out, or for people who don't want to spend like 50 bucks on a naked palette. BH Cosmetics has some really good stuff if you guys want to check out their website. Cookie Bee Art wants to know if it's easier for me to do makeup on myself or for other people. And thank you for the inspiration. Thank you for watching. It's easier for me to do makeup on, it depends on what it is. Some things are easier for me to do on myself because I've been doing it so long on myself on YouTube, and then other things are easier to do on somebody else because a lot of you guys might not think that I'm doing this in a mirror and I'm actually drawing backwards on my face. All of my projects are done backwards on me. I have written things on my face and had it backwards because I forgot I was writing in a mirror, and I'm like, oh, no. So it depends on, like, certain things are easier to do on other people, certain things are easier to do on myself. Tessa Rose is 79, nope. Tessa Rose 97 wants to know if I would ever do a Donnie Darko look. I've tried doing the Donnie Darko look, and it's actually really hard to do because it is like a metal, for those guys who don't know what Donnie Darko is, it is a movie, and one of the characters that he is like seeing is the silver bunny mask. But anyways, it's very difficult to do because it is kind of almost like melted metal. It almost looks like mercury, kind of. You know, stuff you're not supposed to touch ever. It looks like mercury. So that's like a really difficult thing to recreate. So I probably won't be doing Donnie Darko, although I really do like that movie. Timmy wants to know what I do when I'm done with my body paint, and to please tell them that I scare my family. My family is no longer afraid of my creations because they're so used to seeing them. But I'll leave it on for a little while. Captain Kitty Cat says, will you do a video talking about how you started YouTube and give some tips for beginners? She loves me so much. Thank you very much. I might do a video in the future. Like, if you guys ever see me at shows, as possible, I might be like on a panel, like talking about those kinds of things because it could be a really long explanation. But advice for people who are just beginning, and like, I know this advice is not helpful. Like, when you hear it from other people and it's like, just be yourself. You're like, are you serious? You can't give me any better advice than that? Like, be yourself. That's really what YouTube is. YouTube is being yourself and showing your passions and what you love to do, and that's it. If you are fake on YouTube, if you are not being yourself, eventually you're not going to enjoy it anymore because you are not being who you are, and you're also not being real to the public, and that's kind of a bummer, you know? So like for just starting off YouTube, I would say, you know, do it because you love it. Don't do it for any other reason. Don't do it for money. Don't do it, like, it's fine to make money on YouTube. Don't do it for money. Do it because you love it. That's really what YouTube's about, is sharing your passions and sharing who you are, and hopefully being able to reach out to people, because that's one of the coolest things ever. So that's my advice for beginners, is just stay true to who you are and always love what you do. Panda_.283 says, Mom, what do you want to be when you grow up? Me. I want to be like Turtle Legs. I want to be a turtle like Legs. Perfect. Perfect. I love it. I love it. You got your life goals straightened out. I want to be a turtle like Legs. That's perfect. Layson says that she loves my makeup, but how do I wear such bold colors? Wearing bold colors is a matter of, in my opinion, personally, because everyone does their makeup different. And, you know, if you do it differently and do it differently than I do, I'm not judging you or anything. But personally, bolder colors, I always want to make sure they are blended out, and I keep my darkest color on my lid and then fade it out. And I also don't normally bring my colors like all the way up to the top, or like not blend them out and have like a straight line around my eye. But like I said, there's different styles, so if you do it that way, that's fine too. Personally, I like to blend them out and keep my color boldest here and then just blend it out, and that's pretty much it. Like, there's some colors that I can't wear. Oh, you know what? An important thing about wearing specific colors, like wearing red lipstick. Okay, they say redheads should not wear red lipstick. Why? You know, I can't wear lipstick that's like bright red lipstick, but I can wear really dark red lipstick. I can't wear blue eyeshadow that's like ridiculously bright blue, but I can wear dark blue eyeshadow. So a lot of it has to do, did I just say lipstick on my eyelids? I feel like I did. That's okay. Even if I didn't, whatever. It's all about finding like the shade that fits your face as well, and it's all just going to be like trying out and messing around with it. Of course, you can read online like, this is good for this color, this is good for that color, blah, 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 blah. But when you put it on, you're going to know if you like it when you see it. And that's all it is. And then honestly, too, like when I wear black eyeshadow like this, like right now I have black blended into red, because I like the way this style looks. I'll wear black, I'll blend it out into pink, I'll blend it out into purple. Pretty much you can blend out black into any color for me, and I'm okay with it. Like, I like the way it looks. The only one that I would say probably isn't yellow, but yellow doesn't really blend very well anyways. Disney Soprano wants to know if I'll ever audition for Face Off on Sci-Fi. Thank you guys for thinking that I am good enough for Face Off on Sci-Fi, but I'm not much of a sculptor at the moment. As I get more and more into my makeup career, I'm sure I will start sculpting eventually. I am going to be doing like some prosthetic pieces in the future, but as of right now, my skills are not at Face Off level. There are other shows that are on TV that I may possibly apply for. We will see in the future. I don't know, possibly. But I am more into the body painting type world, and if they ever have a body painting competition, I'm just saying. I am just saying. Molly KM wants to know if she can get a shout out. Hashtag gingers are the best. That's why you got your shout out. No, I'm just kidding. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my god. Rennie Buddy wants to know in all caps, probably just like this. Where did you get your spiky hat? Because I want one. Hold on. I got it at Hot Topic. I stumbled upon it like a couple weeks ago, and I'm super happy that I found it. It was hanging by the register, specifically by the register. I got you, don't worry. What? What? Unicorn on Rainbow says for me to come to Australia and she'll make me any food I want. What? Can you make burritos? Can you make tacos? Can you make queso? If you can, I'm there. And I want to come to Australia anyways, because I really want to see the kangaroos. Like, that's totally like, you guys are probably like, these Americans wanting to see the kangaroos. I do. I want to see them. I am determined I'm going to see a kangaroo. Anybody says that is exactly how I said it. I know, because when I'm screaming in caps, I know how you feel. Okay, I'm not even going to try to pronounce this username. It is ALELASISTENTE. I am not even going to try to pronounce it. Wants to know how do you get rid of red cheeks? Because she's a redhead, like me. I just use my Naked foundation. It covers it right up. But you can also use a green concealer. I don't really have that many green concealers that I really truly like adore, but that will also cover up redness. Obviously with regular foundation over it. Don't just go around with like green patches on your face. I mean, you can if you want to. If you can rock the green patches, you go ahead and you rock those green patches. I don't care. Make it look nice. Evie, I'm glad that I was able to inspire you to get back into makeup. I love hearing things like that. That's just like absolutely awesome. It's like, woohoo! It's like a little party. Haley Gates wants to know if I am planning on doing any more diabetic-related videos. I will be doing them in November. You guys can definitely look forward to those. I'm also working with the ADA this year to do speaking at multiple camps that they have in the Chicagoland area. So if you guys happen to be in a diabetic camp in the Chicagoland area this year through the ADA, the American Diabetes Association, it is possible that I might be seeing you guys there. I think it's too late to register for future ones. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure. But you guys can always come to the Step Out Walk in September. It's the end of September, and it is at Grant Park, downtown Chicago. See you guys there. Yeah. Even though it's early in the morning, it's going to be great. Or I'm going to be crappy, it's going to be great. I'm a ghost loves how weird I am. Weird girls unite. Thank you. I love being weird as well. Liv271 wants to know what my favorite color is. My favorite color is blue. I love blue. I love like turquoise blue. Obviously, I love the color of my brushes. That's my favorite color, is the color of my brushes. Tie-Dye Lover 1169 wants to know if I'd ever get a pet turtle and what would I name him? I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'd totally get a turtle, but I don't know what I'd name him. I'd have to think about it. Coralie Jin wants to know, that picture is the plaque YouTubers receive when they get 100,000? I don't know if she's answering somebody or if she's asking, but yes, that is the plaque. This is the 100,000 subscriber plaque right here. That's with all the arrows around it because it's small, and the million one is probably like that big in comparison to this right there. It's probably like that. So that's why it has all the arrows around it, because no one can ever tell what it is, but I know what it is. And I'm very, very proud of my 100,000 subscriber plaque, so I have arrows all around it like a crazy person. Oh my god, Emily Stromberg says that it is 4:30 in the morning in Norway. Go to sleep. Oh my god. But she says Blink-182 or Green Day. I'd probably say Blink-182. I think I know more of their songs than I do Green Day. I do like both bands though. 4:30 in the morning. Go to bed. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, I'm going to take a couple more questions. I'm going to go back on Facebook. few more questions, and then I need to get back to editing my actual Q&A video because I only edited half of it this morning. And that will be up tonight too, if you guys want to hang around for my actual Q&A video. That was pre-recorded earlier today. Aubrey, hello to you and your sister Regina and your brother Justin. She was just diagnosed with type 1 on December 30th of 2013 and says that I have helped her understand that she's no longer alone. Good. I am glad that you feel that way because you are never, ever, ever, ever alone when being diagnosed diabetic or pretty much with any diagnosis. You are never alone, and I'm so happy that you do not feel alone. I'm always here for you all the time, no matter what. And for those of you guys who are watching and are diabetic, if you guys are not in the Madeyewlook for a Cure group on Facebook, you guys can go ahead and join that group. It is a private group, and it's only diabetics in there, people who know of diabetics, or people in there who want to learn about diabetes. I do run the group. It's private, so people cannot just go in there and comment random things. And I'm always watching it and everything, and we always have a good time in that group. So if you want to feel even less alone, go in that group. There are so many people in there that you could talk to at all times during the day because there are people from all different countries. It's absolutely amazing, and I hope that you're doing well. Michelle, I will talk to Charlie. I was planning on talking to Charlie anyways. We'll see. Data wants to know how I feel about the LGBT community. I completely support all of that. All of it. All of it. I do have a lot of gay, lesbian friends and things like that, but yeah, no, I completely support it. I see some people answering some other people's questions, and then I can't find the original question. Courtney wants to know how to keep stage makeup on all day. You can powder that makeup. I would use translucent powder, and you could also use Mayron barrier spray to kind of set that as well. Like I'm playing with my broken paint pot. That's what I would use to set the makeup. You're not going to be able to get it to water-based paint, at least you're not going to be able to get it to set completely. I mean, like, okay, it does set, but it's not going to be, it's not waterproof. It's not waterproof. So if you start to sweat, it might, like, run. If you have drips of sweat, it'll run. But if you are getting sweaty and it's, like, humid and things like that, you should be all right. I was painted my face and my neck when I was in New Orleans, and it was so hot. There was so much humidity. I felt like I was swimming through the air, and my paint didn't move at all, and it was not sealed at all, like nothing. I just put my paint on, and it was fine because I wasn't like dripping sweat. So it just depends on what you're doing. You should be all right. I cannot believe this girl is awake at 4:30 in the morning. Like my mind is still blown. Like, oh my god. Hi, Michaela G. Ryan, nobody is perfect, and hello. Where did that just come from? Where did that go? Morgan wants to know if I'll come to California in the next 2 years. Yes? I'm going to be in California at the end of August for the Next Phase Awards finals. But yeah, I will be out there, and I will be having meetups. 4:30 in the morning. Oh my god, blowing my mind. Hello, Marisley. Thank you, Amanda, for watching my live stream, and also thanking me for being a positive person. I hope that you guys are all positive people as well and can definitely make a difference in this world. Jude wants to know if I'll ever do a Draw My Life tutorial, or video. I guess it wouldn't be a tutorial. I do plan on doing one in the future, but I have like a very unique way that I figured out how I'm going to do it. So it would take a lot of time, though, for me to be able to do it the way that I want to do it, but I'm going to do it the way that I want to do it, so it's going to be a long time before I actually have it up, probably next year. Not because it's gonna take me the whole year, but because I'm doing Halloween and stuff, so like I don't have time at the moment to do it. Not like, oh my god, Lex is going to tell us her life story in 4 months. I don't even know if it's 4 more months till next year. I have no idea like what month we're even in. I think we're in July. Okay, I know I did this last time. I'm gonna refresh my page one more time. One more time. Probably gonna answer more questions than I intended. Please do not keep repeating your questions over and over and over again because I'm getting dots and not seeing your questions. Sam, I cannot believe you are awake at 3:30 in the morning in England. You're crazy. Oh my god, Alex is also awake in England at 3:30 in the morning. You told me what a girl can do, but I'm a guy. Oh, you're the crazy username on Instagram. Okay, hold on. Let me re-look real quick because this was a crazy username. I might not be able to find it now. I might not be able to find it. Hold on. I know I'm trying my hardest to find it very quickly right now. Oh, okay. So the person who asked me was a boy how to get rid of red cheeks. They sell green concealer. You're not really gonna get rid of redness unless you want to go like use like not anti-redness, but I guess you can kind of say anti-redness skincare products. And I don't really have any that I can recommend like off the top of my head without like really looking into my textbooks and things like that for redness specifically, because the only thing I'm really familiar with for redness, like just general redness, not necessarily like rosacea or something like that, would be a oatmeal mask. Those that will really calm your skin down. But even if you're a guy, you can still wear concealer because makeup does not always necessarily mean like it's going to be like a cake face. You know, you could definitely wear concealer and not look like you got makeup on. Plenty of people on TV wear concealer. This is like a really random question, but Nami or Nami wants to know what my take is on the MH17 crash, which I'm assuming is probably the recent airplane crash because I don't necessarily know the numbers. I watch the news, but I try at the same time not to watch the news because a lot of times the news makes me really upset about like the world. But that is extremely, extremely sad, and you know, rest in peace to everybody who was involved in something so tragic like that. Beyond that, I really don't have much to say about it, other than it's very sad that people's lives were lost. I'm trying to like open up comments that have been flagged. Because like I said, if you guys keep repeating your questions, they're getting flagged, and it's very hard for me to see them. 4:40 in Denmark. Why are you people awake? Go to bed. Go to bed. Like, okay, I love having you here, but you guys are absolutely crazy for being awake. I do not get direct messages on Instagram. My direct messages on Instagram are so full I cannot even like get to them. So if you guys are asking me to check direct messages on Instagram, I can't. You know, the easiest way to contact me is just to @tag me because I do read through all of my comments. And although I know I'm not going to be able to answer all these questions, but I am going to read through all the questions, like so I just have them in my head for the future as well. 337 in Ireland, 337 in Portugal. This is so weird. This is so weird, like, knowing that there's so many people online watching me right now, all over, like, the world. You guys are, oh my god, you guys are awesome. That is the coolest thing. 338 in England. There's a lot of England here. That's really cool. You know what? Now, since I had all you guys, where are you guys from? I'm on my Facebook right now. Where are you guys from? Where are you guys commenting from? I mean, you guys are asking me questions. I want to know about you. Where are you from? Tell me where you're from. Tell me where you're from right now. While I get my mouse to work, because I don't know why that keeps doing that. I think I have to go on my phone because, oh, there it is. My mouse keeps, like, disappearing. It's the weirdest thing. We've got hello from Australia, hello from France, Puerto Rico. Michelle's a copycat for some reason. I don't know why. She just bought my hat from Hot Topic. That is amazing. That is amazing. That is the best copycat decision ever. Because it's a cool hat. France, Jersey, Scotland, Connecticut, another France, Virginia, Texas, Mississippi, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Australia, Melbourne, Australia, Florida, Santa Barbara, California, New Zealand, Ontario, California, West Virginia. Oh my god, hi! Hi everybody, I'm from Chicago. This is great. It's like, do you guys realize Morocco? Okay, let me just put this in perspective for you guys. You guys are all commenting from all over the world on one post right now. How cool is that? You guys are all up together at one time commenting from all over the world. Like, I don't know if that's just me being like, whoa, man. From all over the world, man. No, but seriously, that's really cool. Like, don't you guys think that's awesome? That's, like, so cool. Maybe it's just me. I don't know if you guys are excited about, like, oh my god, I'm commenting the same time as somebody in Australia. Hello, Maddie, I'm reading your comments. Someone says they're from Narnia. Is Narnia a real place? Because I don't think that it is. Is it? Does that exist? Does that exist somewhere? I don't think so. I'm not sure. California, Ireland. Hello from Cincinnati, Ohio. We have horrible potholes. So does Chicago. This is so crazy. Take a moment, guys. Take a moment and realize how many people there are. Yes, Lydia, made you look sleepover. It's pretty much like what we're having right now. For those crazy people that are awake at like 3 in the morning. You should make a hashtag to get it to like trend. Why don't you guys all hashtag made you look by Lex? That would be very cool. Like, oh, Lexbox Unite, that's really cute. Let's do this. Let's do made you look. How about that? I just commented that. How often do you check your P.O. box? From Morgan. I check my P.O. box every time that I do shipments of orders. Normally, I do go to the post office. It depends. Sometimes I don't, but I normally 3 times a week, usually. Even if I don't get it from my P.O. box and somebody else gets it from my P.O. box, I normally get my items from my P.O. box 3 times a week. Cheyenne, which is my middle name, wants to know how to start their own beauty channel on YouTube. She does not have a nice camera or anything. She has a phone which has an HD camera, but she needs a tripod. Well, there's a place called Sarnia. That's interesting, Haley. if you guys are starting YouTube channels, don't worry about having a nice camera. I started off on a webcam. I started off on what I'm on right now. That's it. I didn't have a mic. I didn't have a camera. I didn't have lights. I didn't have any of this. All you do is you get on a camera, you start talking, and you post it on YouTube. That's it. Eventually, you'll grow, and you'll want more equipment, and you'll learn about using different equipment and things like that. So yeah, it's all just learning, growing, having fun. You guys are so amazing with the hashtags. I don't know if it'll trend from commenting hashtags. I'm not sure. I think you guys might have to make your own posts, like on your own Facebook, saying like "Made you look by Lex" hashtag, or if you guys like write a status on your own Facebook saying like hashtag "Made you look by Lex" as the best YouTube channel like ever. that might be able to get it to trend. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Someone says, haha. Aubrey says, haha, Lex's approval face. Oh, God. I can already see the hashtag of faces only Lex makes on Instagram definitely happening from this live chat. Ashley, there are so many comments. I know. But that's awesome. Michael is up at 10:30. Such a rebel. Such a rebel. Thank you, Haley, for thinking that my beanie is cool. Nina wants to know, how would you describe your fans besides awesome? She already knows I'm going to say awesome. Describe your fans. Awesome. I love them. They're amazing. But they are, though. Like, what do you mean describe my fans? That's cool. Like, you know what? It's weird even saying, like, fans. Like, normally when I'm typing, I'm, like, getting so comfortable. Like, I really am having a sleepover with you guys. But normally when I type, like, fans or subscribers or things like that, it's just because it's, like, that's just off the top of my head. But, like, really, I don't look at people like fans. Like, I look at them like, you know, they support what I do. They're my supporters. They're part of, like, my Madeyewlook family. You know, so, yeah, I don't know how to describe, like, fans or, like, my supporters. I'm just very thankful that they're there, and I love you guys, and you guys make me laugh and make me smile more than you can even imagine. Like, I read comments all the time. All the time. And so, like, even though I don't always necessarily have the chance to answer every single person, because it'd be pretty much impossible. When I first started my YouTube channel, actually, I was answering every single comment. I would spend 4 hours every day answering comments to answer back to everybody. But it came to a point of, do I want to put new content out, and do I want to, you know, make new tutorials and do new things for you guys, or sit and answer every single comment? And I felt it was more beneficial for me and for you guys to be able to film more and be able to, you know, get more into characters and get more characters done, you know? So I do read all of my comments, but I don't necessarily always have a time to answer every single one. But I do love interacting with the people who support me, because I think they don't have to support me. They choose to support me, and that's very cool. And I wish my mouse would stop going away, because it's making me very sad. I was doing this yesterday, and I was trying to edit, and it was upsetting me because I could not figure out where my mouse went. And that makes it very difficult when you can't figure out where your mouse goes. There it is. I like have it all set on my phone, like, all right, in case my mouse dies. In case my mouse dies, I'm gonna go on my phone. I got this, I got it ready. Maria says, we're not your fans, we are your friends. That is a good way to describe it. That is a great way to describe it. We're your Lex bots, says Aubrey. I agree. I agree. You guys rock. Absolutely rock. That is a moment from my heart right now. You guys rock. Ashley wants to know if I'm naturally a redhead. If so, where in your family did it come from? My mom's a redhead, and my grandma's a redhead, I think. They both color their hair, but I'm pretty sure my grandma has red in her hair. My mom definitely has red in her hair. Dakota says, how do you feel about your fans drawing you? Oh my god, that's the coolest thing ever! Like, ever! ever. I think it's so cool. It's so cool, one, because it's like, whoa, somebody took the time to draw me? Me? Why? Like, it's just me. Like, oh my god, that's so cool. And I also love that I'm able to inspire people to make art outside of just makeup alone. You know, it's really cool to be able to inspire people in all art forms. Hello to Brittany B. Watching you live while doing my makeup. Isn't it usually the other way around? From Lydia. That's really funny. Thank you, Amanda, for posting the link to my beanie. That's exactly it. Perfect. Lucille wants to know what the name of my fan base is. I call everybody Lexbots. Lexbot actually originated, for those of you guys who don't know, because I've actually had questions like, why do you call us Lexbots? It's like really weird. Lexbots actually originated back in the Face Awards. That's the look that got me into the final round of the Face Awards, and it's called Lexbot 3000, and that tutorial is on my YouTube channel, and I did that all in the jumbo pencils, not even using any body paint. In that tutorial, and that is one of my favorite looks, is the Lexbot 3000, because it's a white and teal character, and it's not scary. It's actually very pretty, and I really like that look. So you guys ended up becoming Lexbots. Someone suggested it. I can't remember exactly the name, but a subscriber suggested it, and I'm like, oh my god, calling people Lexbots is the coolest thing ever. So it stuck. Daniel says hi, Serena. And I hope that I'm your hero, Daniel. Jeremy wants to know if I hit up haunted houses and hay rides in October. You know, the funny thing is, I really don't like haunted houses. I don't like haunted houses because I don't like the sections where you have to squeeze through the dark areas. It really freaks me out. I also don't like not knowing what to expect. I like horror stuff, but I'm not a big fan of haunted houses, and I don't like when people get really close to me like this. And so, you know, in haunted houses a lot, the clowns and stuff will come up to you and be like this, like, hello. And I'm like, your contacts look nice. I have those also. You know, so it's kind of like, first off, I don't like somebody being that close to my face. Second, I do that kind of makeup, so when I'm in a haunted house, I'm like, yeah, you know what, maybe you could have set that a little bit better, you know what, that's really cool makeup, you did a great job, you know, I'm like critiquing in my mind going through the haunted house. So if you guys ever see me in a haunted house, know that I'm judging you. I'm just kidding, sort of. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of haunted houses, but I do go through them. Yes. Bailey wants to know who I'm voting for this year in the Face Awards. To be honest with you guys, I have not looked at the Face Awards top 12. I have not looked at them of who is in the running for the top 6. And to be completely honest, the people that I was rooting for are not in it anymore. So yeah, I have to go look at who is in the top 12. I did not fully look into them yet, but I will be looking into the top 12 as well as the top 6, and I will be choosing someone that I will be supporting in the finals. And when I am choosing somebody that I want to support in the finals, I am also going to be taking into consideration their personality, how they act towards others, how they act towards their subscribers, their fans, their fan base, whatever, towards the people that support them, and how they are as a person. Because you know what? I think if someone's getting an award, they deserve to get an award based on their personality, based on how they act, based on how they teach people, based on their skill, based on their passion. That's just my personal opinion, but I will be choosing somebody from the top 6 that I will be kind of, you know, rooting for. I just need to check out who is in the top 12. Lucille wants to know if I can speak French. No. I took French in high school, and it was the worst class I've ever taken in my entire life. Just because the teacher was not, I mean, he was cool, okay, he was cool as a person, but he wasn't like a great teacher. Like, I'm sorry if my French teacher for some reason is watching this, but I didn't learn that much, and I am not good at speaking French. Nope, 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 nope. Hi, Jimmy. You should say hi to Rylan and his friends. Hello to Rylan and your friends. Hi, Kayla. Ashley wants to know if I ever go into places and people recognize me off of YouTube. Sometimes it'll happen. Some people, like, it's funny because, like, when people do, they'll be like, and I'm like, and then they'll be like, are you Lex? I'm like, yes, hi. It's so funny though because like people normally stare at me for a long time, but I think they're trying to figure out if it's me or not because I totally will do that to somebody too. They're like, I'm trying to figure out if it's them or not, and they're probably like, oh my god, why is this girl looking at me? It's really freaking me out. You know what I mean? It's like I don't get freaked out when people stare at me, but it's just really funny. But it's like I'm kind of wondering if they are recognizing me. And then I'm like, no, probably not. Like, I just have, a YouTube channel. Like, I'm like, probably not. I'm like, maybe they're, like, wondering if my hair is naturally red or something. And then they'll be like, are you Lex? Like, when you guys meet me, I want you all to greet me like, are you Lex? It's really funny. Because it's always the same tone and everything. Like, it's never like, do you have a YouTube channel? Or, like, is your name Lex? Like, it's always like, are you Lex? Yes. Yes, I am. So funny, you guys are so funny. I love meeting you guys off guard, actually, because it is like, you guys are very, very funny. Brandy wants to know what the arrows on my wall are pointing to. This is my 100,000 subscriber YouTube award. Paige wants to know what I'd be doing if I didn't do YouTube. Right now, I'd either be working as an esthetician or I would have gone to school for pastries to make cakes. Kendall wants me to sing happy birthday to her. I'm not a good happy birthday singer. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kendall. Happy birthday to you. I hope you enjoyed it. Terrible singer. Hashtag terrible singer. Happy birthday to Felicia's daughter, who just turned 2 today, and she loves to watch my videos. I think that's absolutely amazing. Thank you very much for also allowing your child to watch my YouTube videos. I appreciate it. Oh god, Aubrey says I'm almost done with faces. Should I even look in the hashtag? Hi, Hannah. Adriana wants to know if I have a boyfriend. Yes, I do. I just do not discuss my relationship online because, I don't know, I just feel like a relationship's more of like a private thing. I don't judge anybody who does have their relationship all over the internet, but it's more of a private thing for me. So, yes, I do have a boyfriend, though. Amanda wants to know what my favorite type of cookie is. I don't know. I don't really eat cookies too much. I like donuts. Oh, yeah. But my favorite cookie is probably a sugar cookie. No, it's a snickerdoodle cookie. It's definitely a snickerdoodle cookie. Definitely. Absolutely. Or the sugar cookies from Potbelly's. Those are amazing. Becky wants to know if my first name is actually Lex. My first name is Alexis. It's Alexys. Tavo wants to see if I can pronounce your name. Yeah, Tavo. They're probably like, no, it's Tavo. I'll be like, no. I'm pretty sure it's Tavo, though. Jadzia is the next name, I believe. Hello? I feel so terrible when I mispronounce your guys' names. Annie says, my dad just came in and said, why have you been talking to yourself for 2 hours when it was actually you? I'm sorry, am I talking really loud? Like waking up your guys' family. Like, I'm sorry. Happy birthday to April. Oh God, there is a face that only Lex makes from Brian. Thank you. You know what's funny? I really don't mind my crazy faces on the internet because I know that I make crazy faces and I embrace it. This is really random. Caitlin, hello to your dog, Macy. Stephanie wants to know, how much money have you raised for diabetes research? This year, the Madeyewlook for a Cure team is almost at $20,000, and last year we raised $5,000. Previous to that, we have raised $1,500. I have made, I'm not doing math right now. We have, I have made paintings that I do donate to various causes to be auctioned off. I actually also do some paintings for autism, and those are auctioned off. The highest item that has been auctioned was $2,000, I think. And then I've had a couple other ones go for a couple $100 each. So it's hard to really guesstimate, but I'm probably going to put around $30,000. Alana wants to know if I have any recommendations for Halloween looks this year. Stay tuned. Hello to Alyssa. Tessa wants to know if I would ever get any boulder piercings. Probably not. Okay, all right. I don't know what you mean by boulder, like if you mean like in my face, like my lip or my nose, or like a dermal or anything like that. When I was younger, I used to want my hips pierced. Not anymore. And then I used to have an industrial in my ear. Oh my God. That thing was a nightmare. They told me in the very beginning, they're like, your ears, look how red my ears are. They're like, your ears are too small to have an industrial. Industrial is a bar that goes like that. And I'm like, no, I want it though. Oh my God, they pierced it. My whole top of my ear was black because it was bruised so bad. I took it out after 6 months. That was one of my favorite piercings, was my industrial at the time. Now I realize it doesn't really fit my ear like the piercer said. But, yeah. So no, I like the piercings that I have. If I was gonna get like my face pierced, I would get my lip pierced, but I'm not going to. Just because, you know, I do my body painting and I do too much to really have my lip pierced. It would really interfere. And I think my grandma would cry, so. I lost my mouse again, so we're gonna do this. See, guys, I said like a half an hour ago I'd be answering a couple more questions. All right, a couple more questions. Emma says, whenever I copy your face paints, I always scare my dogs away. It's funny because like when I have my face paint on, I used to try to scare my one dog, Gila. She passed away now, but I used to try to scare her and be like, blah! And she would just look at me like, why are you doing this, human? Human, why are you doing this? You stop. Just stop. Please, human, just stop. They don't even care. My dogs don't even care. Teresa wants to know what my favorite kind of donut is. Just a regular plain old-fashioned cake donut. No frosting, nothing. April wants to know what my current phone percentage is. It is on 76%. Yuri says that her mom is diabetic and she sees her taking her injections every day and she thinks that it must be so tiring to do that. So she wants to know if it's tiring for me taking my injections all the time, every day. Not really, because you get used to it. Like, it gets to a point where you don't even realize that you're like, I mean, of course you realize you're taking an injection, but it's just so much a part of your daily life that it's just kind of like, oh, I ate carbs, all right, stab. Oh, I had a piece of candy, stab. I had French fries, stab. You know, so it's just kind of like, I've been diabetic since I was 13. I went on insulin when I was 14 years old, so it's been years now that I've been on insulin. And although I can kind of, like, I can remember not taking shots, but I don't really remember, like, what it's like to not have to take shots. And like, that can either be, like, really sad or, like, that's kind of cool in a way, I guess, because it's sort of like, that's interesting. I was diagnosed when I was 13, started insulin when I was 14, but yet I don't really remember what it's like not being diabetic. Like, what? How does that even make sense? It's like halfway through my life. Oh, man. Oh, man. Amy got the best faces only Lex makes. Screenshot. And you know what? It's so amazing that I'm going to show it to you guys on here. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. That face. Great. Perfect. Oh my god, you guys are so funny. Okay, I'm gonna go back on Instagram for a couple more questions. I get so addicted to talking to you guys, it's crazy. Crunchy peanut butter or smooth peanut butter? Smooth peanut butter. Oh, there's a lot of the same questions on Instagram that there is on Facebook. Alright, I'm going back on Facebook then. Back on Facebook for questions. Where's my mouse? I don't know why it keeps doing that. Like, my mouse is fully powered, and it keeps disappearing for some reason. Very strange, very strange. Julia wants to know my point of view on controlling eczema flare-ups. It's very hard for me to really recommend anything without looking at your skin, knowing your skin history, and knowing generally about you. It's not that I was avoiding the question. It's just that I can't really give you advice without seeing your skin in person. Hello to Ashley Little. Will you show us the mannequin? The mannequin is outside of the room because it is halfway painted. Adriana wants to know how old I am. I'm 21 years old. Oh, Jimmy wants to know the same thing. I'm 21 years old. Oh, so does Justin. Oh my god, like 4 people just asked the same thing, like all in a row. That is so weird. Ariel wants to know my favorite Disney character. Stitch. Stitch, and I like Pluto. Katie wants to know, do you have an insulin pump? I do not. I actually, for once I have my example next to me. No, I don't have an insulin pump. I use pens. This is my insulin. This is one of them, and this is the other one. And the needles screw on the end of the pens. Amy wants to know if I could have one thing mailed from Australia that I can't get in the United States, what would it be and why? Amy, I don't know if you want my answer because I would like a kangaroo. Yeah. Why? Because it's like a giant chinchilla. They have big feet, they hop, they have long tails, and they're giant balls of amazing. Haley wants to know if I have any tattoos. I have a diabetes awareness ribbon on my hip. That is the only one that I have. Hello to Erica M. Hannah wants to know, just out of curiosity, why do you always have your nails done? Because I like to have my nails done. I mean, that's it. There's no other reason. I like having my nails done. That's it. I don't know. I get them done every 2 weeks. I have had black on for 4 weeks now, though. Okay, for real this time, I'm going to take 2 more questions because I'm assuming that my Q&A video will be uploaded around midnight now because I have been online answering tons of questions on here and stalling my editing. Okay, 2 more. I'm going to do 2 DOS questions. 2. We'll try to do good ones. I'm refreshing. Now I just want to say that if I did skip your question, I did not skip your question. There's just so many questions, and some questions might need like paragraphs to answer. And then also some questions are repeat questions, and it would be impossible. Right now there are 1,524 questions on my Facebook page. It would be impossible for me to answer all of those questions in this live stream right now. So if I did not answer your question, I'm sorry, and I will answer it in the future. Well, I will try to answer it in the future. Don't be sad, Samantha. Don't make it any harder for me to have to go edit right now. Sorry, I just realized I was taking like a super long time looking at questions. Okay, 2 more questions. 2 more questions. This is a really easy question. So my question here is, do I wear hair extensions? No, this is my natural hair. All mine. Okay, we're coming down to really simple questions now. Don't be sad! Don't be sad! You guys are saying you missed me already. Oh my god, I have to go edit. Okay. Alright, we're just gonna pick random questions because they're very simple questions now. Let's check Instagram. Someone wants to know if I'm going to be at IMAX New York 2015. More than likely. Oh wait, New York. I'm not sure if I'm going to be at New York. California, I will be at IMAX California next year. Someone wants to know Game of Thrones or Walking Dead. Walking Dead. Definitely Walking Dead. I think I'll do a couple, like, this or that questions if you guys want to ask me, like, this or that questions before I, like, head off. Mary wants to know what my middle name is. My middle name is Cheyenne. Alexis Cheyenne. Eeny, meeny, miny, or mo. I don't know. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I don't know. Procrastination Nation. Yeah, I know. I know. Sarah wants to know, what is your favorite thing about Chicago? My favorite thing about Chicago is the snow. The snow and downtown when it is Christmas time. I know I'm only taking a couple more questions, but please do not repeat the same question because you guys are making yourself into spam on my Facebook and I'm not able to see it. Where is Chinny? Chinny, you know what, Michelle? I am not getting tired. I need to edit. I'm procrastinating like somebody else said. Oh, man. But no, I'm not getting tired, actually. I know, 3 hours later, I know. Oh, no, what was the question? No. Adriana wants to know where Chinny is. Chinny is in the other room, and she is probably sleeping right now. Okay. 2 more. We have slugs or spiders? Slugs, and that is from Haley. Mary wants to know convertible or Jeep? Depends on what kind of Jeep it is. Some Jeeps I like and some convertibles I like. Depends on where you live, it depends on what you do, it depends on your situation. I say both. Someone wants me to sing for them. I am not singing for you guys. Peanut butter cups or M&Ms? White chocolate peanut butter cups. Books or movies? Probably books, or probably movies just because I don't have time to read books, although I do like to read books depending on what it is. Boxers or briefs? I don't know. I don't wear boxers. I don't wear boxer briefs. Can you sing? No. Makeup or skincare? That's a really difficult one. She's going... Star Wars or Lord of the Rings? Lord of the Rings. I got you yelling into the camera in my selfie on Instagram. Oh, God. If you guys are tagging me on Instagram, if you guys are doing, like, crazy faces from this chat, make sure you guys hashtag faces only Lex makes because I don't always get all of my at tags on Instagram. Okay, one more question that I swear to God I'm going because I need to edit. And it's going to be burgers or fries. And it's going to be fries. And then it's going to be Supernatural or Doctor Who, and it's going to be Supernatural. Batman or Robin is going to be Batman. Do I like Bruno Mars? Not really. Am I coming to Canada anytime soon at the end of August? No, not at the end of August. Canada, I'm not sure. California, I'm coming at the end of August. Canada, I have no idea. But I am coming there this year, but I don't know when. Okay. I am done. I will miss you all. And I will try to do another live chat soon in the future, but I am out. And be sure to check out my Q&A video, which obviously will be a lot shorter than this 2-hour long, Q&A right now, and hang out, the raw chillin'. But anyways, that'll be up around midnight on the Madeyewlook Twice channel, so be sure to check that out. And I am going to go edit that now. Thank you guys for all tuning in to my live chat tonight. Good night.